at the Popcorn Frights Film Festival in Miami, Blackcoat's Daughter is actually so popular they had to show it twice, and we missed both of them.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Ugh.
The movie is out now, so we're finally able to see it, and we can take a look at our review. Just to let everyone know, this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie, go see it right now. Okay, now you've seen the movie. Perfect.
Yes, and quick little plot synopsis, so we're all on the same page here. Basically, this is kind of the story of three girls' lives that are sort of intertwined. Kat and Rose are two young girls at a boarding school. Kind of get left behind during the winter break, and one of them may not be what they seem. Then you have Joan off in the periphery, who's kind of on a road trip. So to speak, heading back to the boarding school that the other two are at.
And shit goes wrong.
Precisely.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm worried because you never like anything.
That's not
so
true.
I'm a little worried to ask you your likes, but I will, because it'll probably be short because you're you.
Well, I am me, that is true. Short, maybe. But regardless, there were some things that I did enjoy in this movie.
Yeah.
And may even be some things that you enjoyed as well. So
Maybe.
feel free to chime in. One of the things, right off the bat, from start to finish, actually, on this movie that I did enjoy, was the sort of dreary, dark atmosphere.
Yeah. They did a really good job with the coloring and the vibe, I guess, of the movie.
And it's not a happy movie, and thankfully they paid so much attention to detail that
Yes.
it carried over into the scene, the lighting, everything. So yeah, absolutely perfect. And kind of part and parcel or hand in hand with that was actually another thing that I liked, and that was sort of the pacing of this film. It would definitely fall into the category of the slow burn.
It was, but it wasn't ever boring. You didn't ever feel that you needed to be distracted or you were like, oh God, what's going on?
No.
You were definitely engaged.
Yes.
And we were, a couple moments we were on the edge of our seats, kind of.
yeah.
They had these flashbacks they kind of pepper in, and they're quick. They're a couple seconds. But they're all meaningful. They all, it's actually the flashback revealed to me what the plot actually was going on.
Right.
So you have to pay attention to all of those.
You do, because another plus for me anyways, is that the plot was not spoon-fed to us.
I had to explain it to him.
Well,
He didn't get it.
a very small part of
He
it.
didn't get it.
Very small part. It was so, listen, all right, regardless, it was not spoon-fed. A lot of horror movies are like, okay, here's A, here's B, here's C. This, in its narrative structure, kind of mad to actually use your brain for once, and I like that. I like using my brain.
Yes, I guess it's a spoiler review. It doesn't matter.
No,
the
not
whole
at all.
point of the flashbacks is for you to realize that Joan actually is Kat, and it takes place 9 years apart.
Right.
And it was one of the flashbacks when the guard was shooting her down in the boiler room that light bulb clicked on for me, and I knew what was going on. But that was actually at least an hour into the movie.
At least, yes. No.
And the movie worked even without that. They obviously, that's how they resolved it, but it was fine. And
it was fine.
You had to think about what was happening.
Definitely, without question. And it sounds silly, but I am tired of this in horror movies. The demon, shall we say, was shown only in shadow.
Yes.
Not like the guy with the horns and the bad makeup. You know, I mean, no, what? You have an issue? You have a concern?
A little.
All right.
In the dislikes.
We'll jump right into it then. I believe you wanted to say something about the demon buddy?
I love demons. I'm all about demons.
Demons rule.
But let's be real.
Yeah.
The demon looked like a bunny.
Oh.
It had bunny ears.
Yeah. Well,
what was that?
Yeah, wow.
It was a big fluffy thing with bunny ears.
Yeah, no, it was. This was not a Donnie Darko sequel. This was just them getting a little lazy. I'll give you.
And it was okay. Yeah. I'm happy with not seeing exactly what it is or having the illusion be ruined, but it was incredibly anticlimactic for me because you finally see even the shadow when Kat's talking to Rose, and you think it's a shadow, but then it visits her when the priest is doing the exorcist, and it's this little bunny thing.
Yeah,
and then it just goes away, and then we never see it again. And
yeah, well,
what?
that.
What?
Yeah. And I get maybe why they did it, but that had to have been the fastest exorcism ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it never came back. It was just gone.
Just like, hey, well,
Demon gone. Demon be gone.
Like,
that
it was like, you know, ooh, power of Christ, boom, you're out. Oh, hey, we're done. We're good here. And yeah, demon never comes back.
Just not my most favorite execution of a demon with bunny ears.
Yeah, no, without question. They could have, again, we don't want the guy in the mask with the horns. That's not what we're asking for. But, you know, I mean, if you're possessed by a demon, it should be difficult to get out. It should fight getting out, and it should.
There weren't even any creepy. It made like some weird background noise, static,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
not
like
really.
she kind of lifted off the bed a little.
No, the demon when it was around had some
when it
like
was around,
static sound.
static, yeah, but I'm talking,
nothing. I was not kept up at night because I was so scared by
Right,
whatever it was.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, and maybe I'm harboring on the exorcism, but I just was like, come on, we're exorcising a demon. Let's
Yeah, a couple drops of holy water. Boom.
float off the bed, and she's good to go.
Yeah.
No. We're talking, you know, vomit and
No.
bile and all the good
vomit.
stuff. Okay, well, that's fine. And then maybe not really part of that, but separate of that. You claim to have had to explain part of it. That's still up for debate. But the fact that there was any explanation required on any level indicates that there was a little bit of disjointed narrative going on
It
here.
did jump a bit.
It jumped a bit without any clarity, and yes, I understand you're supposed to tie them all together in a nice little bow at the end, but as you're going along in the movie, if you make a jarring disconnect, you effectively take people out, because they're not like, oh, I remember that, oh, I need to wait to the end. It's just like, hey, wait a minute, what's going on at this particular moment? And yeah, handling flashbacks is a very delicate art.
One of the things I didn't like, and I loved the flashbacks themselves, but they would do a jump to another scene or flashback, but then jump back to something we had already seen and go back over it again.
Or jump to a different storyline. Like we're dealing with Joan, and then we jump back to Kat. It's like, oh, wait a minute. So as I said,
they went through like almost the entire movie again, when we could see then how she saw the demon throughout everything. But then we had to go through everything she had already been through, which was a little. It just kind of didn't come together maybe that smoothly.
Exactly. And then when we finally do get our bow at the end of the movie.
Well, I don't know if we got a bow. I didn't see a bow.
No.
And look, I think we're pretty much in agreement. We don't like spoon-fed plots. We don't like happy endings. Everyone goes home, smiling family, opening Christmas presents. I know we don't like that.
None of that.
However,
it's not real.
When the credits hit,
there should be an ending.
We were not really sure what was happening.
No. This ending, I think, is safe to say at the very least was too open.
Too open.
Too open is a good description.
You know, we came up with a theory. We had to sit and talk about this after the movie, mind you. This was not just a turn it off, whatever, let's go.
And let's make it clear. It wasn't to talk about the movie afterwards like, hey, we just saw a good movie, let's talk about it.
No.
It was talk about it like, what the fuck just happened?
We had to piece together some stuff.
Yeah, And we shouldn't have to do that, but what's the theory? Throw it out there.
So our theory is that Joan, we're going to call her Joan, she clearly has a couple different names.
Yes.
Is the younger version of herself, kills those people for the demon, whether or not it's real, but she gets exorcised. I'm guessing she goes to a mental hospital or a hospital because she rips the band off.
Yeah.
Then she kills people again, and the theory we came up with, for fun and or profit.
Yeah.
But the theory we came up with is that she missed the demon because she wanted the demon to stay.
Yes.
She killed those people and went back to the school in the boiler room to get the demon back.
Hoping the demon would just be hanging out there.
He didn't come back. She starts crying, realizes she's just killed people for nothing.
Yeah.
But we think. We don't know.
We don't know.
We have Googled, we have been on Wikipedia, Letterboxd, Rotten Tomatoes, every site you could possibly think of. No one actually says, oh yeah, the ending was this, or did you check out that? Nope, we have no clue. That's our theory.
Yeah.
If you saw this movie, I mean, let us know in the comments.
Please,
are we right? Are
please,
we wrong?
let's talk about it.
More theories?
Yeah, they're maybe, again, maybe we missed something. All right, I gotta say that I am curious on this one. Usually you're very generous, but it is Pinhead time, so...
Scary time.
What do you got?
Well, I can't give it a low rating
Of course not. God forbid.
The movie did make me think. I will give it that.
Okay.
The night we
Fair.
watched it, for
Fair.
a couple days afterwards, I really had to think about this movie in a lot of different ways.
Not all
And-
good, but okay.
No, but you still had to think
You did,
about
you
it.
did,
and
you
and
did.
movies that make you think are movies that should be appreciated.
Yes.
So I can't give it a low score.
Okay.
However, I feel like I can't give it a high score because I still feel completely unsatisfied from the movie, from the ending, and I'm not generally too stupid, but I feel like I don't know what went on, and I don't have a nice
No.
feeling of like, wow, that was a complete picture. So
Yeah.
I'm really just gonna go down the middle, average 2.5.
2.5. Wow. Okay. I expected higher of you, but perhaps you're starting to learn.
Oh my.
There's always hope. So
If I'm 2.5, I can't even imagine
Well.
what's happening over here.
there's a lot happening over here, and it's all good. But to be, serious, I have the really distinct impression that this could be sort of the ultimate middle of the road movie for me, in the capacity that
Yeah.
I cannot come on here and say that I completely hated every aspect of it. I can't come on here and say that it was absolutely wonderful and great. When I sort of was going over our likes, going over our dislikes,
Pretty
didn't do an
equal.
exact count, but I did realize that they were about equal. So, as shocking as this may sound, you and I are on the same page. 2.5 pinheads for me, for the Blackcoat's daughter. I know.
What?
Yes, you're learning. That's the only thing that I can figure out. That must be it. Regardless, your 2.5, my 2.5. This is going to be real easy. This is going to be, what is that? 2.5 pinhead movie.
Well, I seem to be pretty mixed on Brian Bertino's movies, so I guess we'll see what else happens with him in the future. Otherwise, don't forget to leave us comments. And anybody, talk to us about this movie. Let us know your
Please.
theories.
We'd love to hear
We wanna
from you.
know.
Yes, precisely. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and right above, social media links, where basically Lexus will post anything except bunny demon pictures.